Assa- Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Nur Muhammad Fadli bin Zainun with metric number 264202. Uh, Thank you to my supervisor, Mr. Kamal bin Khalid. My topic for the project is to predict the unemployment rate in Malaysia. Okay, first, table of content, there is introduction, literature review, methodology, and data analysis. Okay, for the introduction, background of the study. Financial baker utilize monetary measures using firm data such as domestic product to examine a monetary example and determine appropriate venture tactic because of its interaction with the state yield structure and its impact on financial strategy. The employment rate become a valid monetary indicator for any country. The goal of this research is to determine the employment rate in Asia developed and developing countries following the new COVID pandemic breakout. For the problem statement, the issue addressed in this study is still a serious challenge for practically every company. A job has become a question mark in many people's life, especially during this pandemic. Malaysia unemployment rate hit 5.3% in May, the highest in more than the developing countries, resulting in a loss of overall financial and economic power for policymakers who play a vital role in countries' financial and development planning, precisely predicting the employment rate in interesting undertaking. For the research objective, first to identify the pattern number of unemployment from January 2020, 2010 until December 2020. Second, to choose the best model to forecast the number of employment, and the last one is to forecast the number of employment in 2020 and 2021. Uh, in the COVID-19 pandemic does that occur? Okay, for the scope of the study, the purpose of this research is to focus Malaysian future unemployment rate. The descriptive technique will be used to examine the precise of the forecast using data from secondary sources such as the World Bank website and the Department of Statistics. Okay, significance of the study. The economists conducting the study, the government and the student taking part in it all see relevant in it. This study will help economists comprehend how employment affect the population. Uh, Additionally, it will assist individuals in better understanding the effect of Malaysian high unemployment rate, the necessity of preventing community members from losing their job and finding new ones, as well as keeping an eye on the overall health of the community is also brought to government authorities' attention by this study. Okay, for the literature review, four important topic will be highlighted through analysis and research in this section of the study, which is will aid in gathering information and understanding to the predicting of the employment rate in Malaysia, as well as various other elements. Okay, employment rate. The majority of countries observe growth in activity up to 2019 and several slowdown in 2020, which reflect the pandemic effect at the moment. For instance, as a result of disengaged nation, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Indonesia, to mention a few, are presently witnessing higher employment rates. Before the end of 2020, anticipate the unemployment rate among Asian recruits which reached 12%. The coronavirus pandemic will likely continue to present the potential of an influx of unfathomable thousands of individuals who might seriously disrupt the global economy, experts have warned and maintained. In China, the fundamental factors were responsible for 60% of the sudden increase in the number of employed people in July 2020. The using each of the package stock to an additional to 79% of the employment rate. In essence, salvaging current circumstances like plan for temporary employment indicated to stop a true labor market collapse. One of these actions most important and agreement effect is that it conflict with some common understanding, leading to equally fluid phase of progression. Okay, for the methodology, the introduction is the approach used for the study is quantitative focus research strategy. This is as a result of the study emphasis on the employment rate forecast for Malaysia. There are several forecasting methods in the literature. Using one of most fundamental but popular prediction approach, this study calculates the number of jobless people. The method using univariate modeling. Okay, for the data collection, the secondary data used in this study was acquired from the Malaysian Department of Statistics (DOSEM) between 1982 and 2022 for information on the country employment rate. Since the data range is finished in 2020, the research only used the data from 1996 to 2021 to analyze data discovered and applied to forecast Malaysian project 5-year jobless rate. The Malaysia Economic Statistics Time Series and the Labour Force Survey are the source of the DOSEM statistics. Key method of data analysis. The naive model double moving average method double explanation smoothing, which is hot and brown. ARIMA are the technique employed in this investigation. This technique were employed by the researcher to assess the data and determine the most accurate model for projecting Malaysian employment rate from 2021 to 2024. Okay, now if trend model, this model implies that all future forecasts can be set to equal the observed value in the most recent time period multiplied by the growth rate that is the trend value as measured. For double moving average, a technical indicator called the double exponential moving average was developed to lessen the lag in result that a standard moving average produces. It used by technical trader to reduce the noise, but that might skew the movement of a price chart. Okay, next for the next method is the double exponential smoothing. Okay, the term double exponential smoothing refers to extension of exponential smoothing that specifically accommodates a univariate time series trend. In addition, the alpha variable for modifying the level smoothing factor, beta smoothing factor, is added to control the decay of the impact of trend change. Okay, for the ARIMA, the two most common techniques for time series prediction are univariate and multivariate. When predicting future value in a time series, univariate should consider the past value. In addition to a sequence of value, multivariate forecasting additionally to sequence value multivariate forecasting additionally. Okay, for the last one is ARIMA. The two most common techniques for time series prediction are univariate and multivariate. When predicting future value in a time series regression, univariate solely consider the past value. In addition, to a sequence of a value. Multivariate forecasting additionally make use of outside variables. Based on its own historical value, the ARIMA model forecasts a given time series. It may be used to any non-seasonal numerical series that show pattern and it's not a collection of random occurrence. For the error measurement, because we can easily identify prediction error, mean square error, mean absolute error, mean square error, we used to compare the performance of the forecasting model. As a result, it is regarded as the most accurate way to determine which model avoid making a significant mistake. The lowest error measurement is used to choose the optimal model. Okay, for the data analysis, before we do the forecast model, we use autocorrelation method to find out there is strength or not in this data. We can see that the plot is slowly going to zero. So we can assume that this data has a trend. So for the forecast model, to find the best method to forecast the value of employment rate, the error measurement MSE, MAE, or NMAPE value for modeling and evaluating are compared between naive model, double moving average, double estimated modeling, and ARIMA. Okay, you can see this is a table error of measurement for each forecasting. There is modeling and evaluation for naive, double moving average, double exponential smoothing, and ARIMA. Okay. Okay, based on the table for MSE, both ARIMA has the enormous value, while double exponential smoothing has the lowest value. Besides that, for MAE, both ARIMA has immense value compared to double exponential smoothing and naive with trend. Next, for MAPE, double exponential smoothing have the lowest value. Therefore, compared to all value is in the double exponential smoothing have the lowest value for all measurement error. Therefore, the study can conclude that double exponential smoothing has been chosen the best method. In contrast, the double moving average method has been selected as the least suitable method to forecast the number of employment for 2021. Okay, for the conclusion, in a nutshell, this study found that double exponential modeling is the best forecast model predicting the number of employment for the year 2021 since it has the lowest error of measurement out of all the other methods. We said that by doing the forecasting, it also illustrates the actual pattern of employment from 2010 until 2020. Furthermore, forecasting the future number of employment can provide the number of employment in the next quarter year. In that way, the government can organize few events that will attract employment attention to find a job or give them a chance to get a job. Okay, this reference. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.